The reason for the Give 'em Hope campaign is because obviously we want to give people hope. But the hope we want to give them is to tell them that it's okay to be who you are.
My passion right now is to inspire other people, to motivate other people, to say, yes, you can. There is no can't.
I want you to ask yourself one question. I want you to ask yourself if the life you're living is the life that you want to live, and if it isn't, what can you do about it?
Calling all oddballs and misfits, are you off the wall? Don't fit in the small box of expectation. Well, welcome to my world too. I know what you're going through, but the truer you are to yourself helps the downfall of evil.
Right now we have labels, and labels define everything, and mostly in a negative way. We have labels in school, we have labels at work, and we have labels in our community. And the kind of labels that I refer to are things that we say to ourselves, like, I'm fat, I'm ugly, I'm stupid, I'm worthless. We say those things a lot when we feel bad about ourselves or when other people put us down. I'm here to tell you that there are other labels that we can put on ourselves.
The meanest bullies are the most scared and sad inside. Ride your misfit bike with pride in the misfit parade. We march worldwide.
Okay. Well, you know, we've been asked to participate in this inspirational campaign to get every human being on planet Earth that gets a chance to view this to have some more hope and faith in themselves and get rid of the isms, sex-isms, age-isms, prejudice, get rid of it all and move forward with positivity.
It didn't come easy. It took a lot of work, and to be honest, it still works sometimes, you know. I know what it's like to go out there and to not present something that perhaps the majority of people relate to or think that they relate to or that they find safe and comfortable. But I can't not be who I am.
My name's Kat, and I wanted to take a few minutes to share a story with you about something that happened in my life. Right after I got out of college, my husband and I got married, and it was only about 2 years later, actually in 2005, that I dropped a pretty big bombshell on him. And to be perfectly honest, the night that it happened, it was one that I honestly thought was going to cause us to end up divorcing.
Every day I look in the mirror and I see a strong and capable and confident woman looking right back at me. My name is Donna and I am HIV positive. I live positively every day. I enjoy life. I love life. I love getting up in the morning and going to work with a smile on my face. It's not always easy. Life is a gamble. It's a roll of the dice. You throw the dice and you take what happens. I fell in love with a man, and unknowingly he was HIV positive.
My name is Diana Mera and I'm a Spanish pop singer. I've been gay since I can remember. I remember that I was about 3 or 4 years old and knowing that there was something different about me.
In 2011, I shared what it was like to be raised in an abusive household with physical violence and drugs behind every window and door, only to grow up and to get into a relationship with a man who was no different than my own dad.
And they're not accepting you. Nobody's accepting. Everybody's got that hand on that weapon, and they're pushing that weapon into your heart. And it doesn't feel good. It feels terrible. When people are committing suicide because they're gay, there's something terribly wrong. Is anybody listening to that? Nobody's even focusing on it.
My coming out was a bit of a multi-stage event. I think a lot of people find that coming out is a multi-stage event anyway. Once you've told a group of people when you discover a new group of people, you have to tell them all over again.
Hey, I'm Colton Ford, and I'd like to talk to you about self-acceptance and living an authentic life.
I have 2 children. One of them is straight with all the privileges that the United States promises every citizen to be equal, who can get married and have children. And I have a second child who is gay, who pays the same taxes but doesn't have the same rights. To those of you people who have young children the age that I'm showing you now, you may not know if your son or daughter is gay, but gay marriage is an equal rights issue, and when they come out to you, what are you going to have done to ensure that your gay child has as equal right to a good life, to raise a family, to have children, as his straight brother or sister?
Hi, I'm Beck.
And Jean.
This message goes out to anyone who doubts their validity. To anyone's eyes or ears who might stumble across this video. Whether you are straight, gay, lesbian, bisexual, transgender, and beyond, please listen to this message.
God created us all so we can be who we are. Live freely, free to have a voice, and know that someone will hear you.
So I wanted to tell my story. My story is pretty extreme. To try to help other people, no matter what situation you're in, there's hope, there's something you can do about it.
Whether you're a trans woman or a trans man, that you cannot let the opinions of others for who you are stop you from being that person you are inside.
I've got to say that I'm a very lucky man, because at my age, at 48, I can honestly look at myself in the mirror and say that I am really happy with who I am. But getting to that stage hasn't always been a necessarily easy road.
In 2012, I shared what it was like to be a teenager who was tortured and outcast by classmates, all for being gay.
Growing up in the Midwest, especially a child of a white father and a black mother, wasn't really easy for me. I experienced a lot of racism, both from the black kids and the white kids. Got beat up in school every day. My sister, who's 13 months apart from me, was always at my rescue, beating them up or pulling them off of me or something. But when you're growing up in a household where you look totally different from everyone else, and then you're told by the very person, you're told and you're hurt by the very person who's supposed to protect you and be there for you and encourage you, your own mother per se, it kind of makes it a little more difficult. There were times during my childhood where I would ask God just to kill me, because not only was I suffering abuse from the kids, the black, the whites, but I was also, suffering from abuse from my mom. So I would always be asked, take me from this earth, take me from this earth. I was alone. I felt alone.
I will honestly tell you, you might want to choose your partner well and stay safe as possible, so that this doesn't happen to you.
In March of 2013, I let you guys into my head to see how depressed I was, due to being friends with negative people who always seem to put me down. What do all these stories have in common? There is a light at the end of every single story. The stories were written in an effort to bring hope to the people who were living those same awful stories in their own books of life. I wanted to give them hope. I wanted to share my stories so that I could let people know that there was hope, that all of the negative chapters in my book of life had positive endings.
I got to know who I am really, really well. And I found that I haven't really changed. I'm the same woman today that I was yesterday. And I'm going to be the same woman tomorrow. The same woman who's looking at you right now. I'm strong, I'm confident, I'm happy. I have joy in my heart and peace in my soul. And I urge you to reach down deep into the trenches of yourself. reach down inside and introduce you to you.
Thank you to those responsible in creating this amazing platform for us to share our point of views, our experiences, and everything else. It's an amazing idea, and I do hope many more out there would support and cooperate and, give their all, as well as learn something out of this.
Tell us in what way you've been labelled, and tell us in what ways you've managed to shake those off, shake the bad and incorrect labels off. It's that easy. You can talk about anything, any label. This is not an LGBT campaign, by the way. It still seems to be labelled as such, but it's really not. This is about everyone. This is about giving hope to anyone who feels a little disenfranchised by the way that they're being treated in the workplace, in schools, in their colleges or universities, in society, or within their families. You may feel cut off from the wider experience of life because you feel a little different. Whatever that is, we want to tackle the isms, any of the isms, creatively through videos, through written story.
You are valuable, and every one of us are unique. We all bring something useful to the world, so find your calling, your dreams, and your aspirations. Live up to your fullest potential.
And if you really want to be happy, then you have to take the biggest gamble of your life, which is admit to one person and say the words that you are who you want to be.
Whether you're gay, whether you're lesbian, whether you're bisexual, pansexual, a trans man or a trans woman, you have to be who you are. Don't let everybody else dictate that to you. Don't.
You have to talk to someone who's been through it to know that you can do it. If this is you, if I'm talking to you and you're streaming this video at home right now and you're hiding the fact that you're gay, you can do this. I'm telling you, you can do it.
I want to tell people that when there are jealousies, obviously, if people are putting you down or talking about you or making you feel bad in some way, you have something that they want, obviously.
Nobody can make fun of you if you are comfortable and secure and happy in who you are. The change, babies, it all comes from in here. You gotta love yourself first. And you can't let anybody else dictate how you're going to feel about yourself.
Find it within yourself the confidence you need to be a success.
And know that success is always your best revenge on anybody that's trying to keep you down. And there will be people trying to keep you down. It's just, unfortunately, a part of our playing field as human beings. But keep fighting.
Everybody has a journey. And how you choose to carry that journey out and where you want that journey to end is entirely up to you.
And to everybody out there who is young and afraid and not sure how to do this, you are so much stronger than you think, and you are so much stronger than you know. And you can do it, because I could do it. And I'm just a little short Canadian boy, and nothing holds me back.
To the downfall of evil, press the button. Stay hopeful.
If you're in London and you want to meet up, that would be really cool. I'll make a video. It takes like 10 minutes. If you're in London, you want me to come and make a video with you, it's dead easy, I promise you. It's me pointing this little camera at you and we'll just chat. Okay, lots of love. Speak soon. Please get in touch.